Sam here from Sam Newton Fitness, and welcome back to episode 2 of Squat Mechanics. So this episode we're going to look at the mobility of the hips, and the first thing we're going to look at is the hip flexor. So the first stretch we're going to do is called the Samson stretch or the couch stretch. All you're going to need is a wall and a mat to rest your knee on. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to drive your right leg up against the wall so there's no gap between your knee and the wall. From there you're going to walk your torso out to the side, you're going to step through and in that deep lunge position. If this stretch here is quite intense, then you can just stay there and work through that position, trying to push your hip down towards the floor. From there you're going to walk these hands round into a more straight position with your hips. As you move through the stretch, during the 2 minutes you're going to hold it for, you're going to work your torso nice and straight into that tall position. This will really get into the hip flexor and through into the central quad. From there, you're going to try and see if you can reach up through that outside of your hand, trying to push through the hip down towards the floor on that 45-degree angle. If you find that that's too intense, you can always come down and hold it into this position and even work back down into it. So 2 minutes on each side for that one. The next one we're going to look at is your hip mobility of the actual capsule itself. So from there, you're going to go into a big deep lunge position onto the floor. Even let's just change legs here. So pushing down onto the floor, through this front leg, into that deep lunge position. You're going to put one hand on the floor and you're going to work this elbow down towards the floor in this kind of nice sort of deep lunge position, driving that knee out. From there, you're going to open up the chest and get that big sort of rotation through your midline here, and then trying to open up that hip. So keep trying to work down through into that hip capsule, compressing the hip, driving the knee out, keep the foot flat on the floor. From there, you're going to hold the hand on the knee, you're going to push this foot out and try and look at trying to get that rotation through your midline and get the hip capsule and the adductors to open up at the same time. So work the elbow down, working all the way up to the ceiling, hand on the elbow, work this knee out to the side. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Stay tuned for episode 3 where we're going to look at upper back flexibility.